Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, but the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kapadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All right, with GMS Mississippi Camp, I'm the brother Yasha Moth, and got the beloved brother, all right, priest, all right, Lamar Ariah. And brother had someone in the spirit, wanted to collab and break bread and just go into prophecy. That's the number one. Okay, that's the driving force behind the ministry is the expectation of the prophecies written in the scriptures, man. And that's why there's a lot of emphasis when it comes to prophecy and understanding and watching and seeing what's going on in the world and filtering it through the scriptures, man. So yeah, we'll just start off with some precepts. Did you have something, bro?
Come, we can go jump into it, bro. We got the Habakkuk.
Come on. We'll just get straight to the point. So this is the book of Habakkuk. All right, chapter 2. All right. In verse 1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I will answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, you got it, bro.
Come on, bro. So it's prophecy, man. All right. It's been documented. It's in the scriptures. Okay. The spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, the Lord has blessed us, to have his spirit, and has set up great men before us. The apostles, that was a great millstone, has paid that spiritual path, man. And we have understanding to go into these scriptures, man, and to be able to cipher them and bring them out to the public, okay, and break them down to the simplest form, so people can get the understanding of the things that are going to come to pass, man. All right. So it's like we're going into. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Okay, these prophecies are going to come to pass. All right. That's why the Lord has set forth watchmen. So we watch like current events. Okay, we read particular articles. We pay attention to what's going on, and we relate them back to the scriptures, and we bring them out in the forefront, where there's videos or going out on the highways and byways. But the whole purpose is to bring out the prophecies that are going to come to pass. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I just got a quick one for you. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Because we always go into how this is the Lord's movies, man. And when a person writes a movie, okay, they started from the beginning and they write that movie, the scripts all the way to the end. Then they disperse the to whatever character's gonna be in their movie to give them their parts to play. Okay, so Yahweh Shemi Yahushua have placed out these screens, if you call, or however you want to put it, for this movie, man. And we have all been issued out our roles, our parts. Okay. And this is from the beginning to the end, from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation. And in the midst of all that, it's going to be events, okay, things that are going to be happening, taking places, judgments, deliverance, miracles, and prophecies, man. And that's throughout the scriptures. And we're in this stage now where we're at the end of this movie. Okay. And the prophecies are still manifesting.
I got another one for you, bro. This is Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them.
Right. See, none of them shall fail. See, that's what people got to understand about the Heavenly Father. He's bound by his word. Okay. His words will not come back void. All right. His words are not going to repent. If the Lord said it, the scriptures say, will he not make it good? The Lord, his words are faithful and true. So therefore, if it's documented and when brothers bring it out, you can bet your bottom dollar that eventually what is said, what is written is going to happen. It's going to come to pass.
And what I want to do, bro, just play a little bit of this, and then we'll roll in the spirit after that. But with these devils, they have something called the revelation of the method. And I want to get that definition for revelation of the method. Okay, so this is the revelation of the method definition. It says it's the practice of revealing hidden truth and sinister agendas in plain sight cloaked in the symbolism and subtext, and these devils are all about the revelation of the method. That's part of their, satanic doctrine, is that they tell the people what they're going to do plainly, and it's supposed to free them up, from guilt, because like, look, we told them plainly what we was going to do, so you'll see stuff in the Simpsons and, different movies that brothers, recommend, and you will have, certain symbolism or certain narratives that they plan, to actually bring, the past, so we know, at the end of the day, it's the Lord controlling these devils, to bring particular things to pass, because as you say, the prophecies that say what's going to happen, but we still are finding out the how, as this movie goes along, so we understand it's going to be a famine, all right, but exactly how, it's still in the making, but we seeing these things being conjured up, I'm gonna play a little bit of this. You had something to say, bro, if I play this?
No, bro, that's a beautiful point. You got it. I'll just listen.
Okay, come. I'm gonna let a little bit of it play.
Welcome back. Charlie here. From the exact equation of the God particle to smartwatches, submarine implosions, and even Disney buying Fox, The Simpsons has made so many uncanny predictions which have already come true. But The Simpsons predictions for 2024 are insane. The Simpsons that Trump will win the 2024 election. On November 15th, 2022, Trump announced that he would run again for president in 2024. When this happened, the writer of The Simpsons, Al Jean, took to Twitter, pointing out that The Simpsons predicted this back in 2015. During one episode where The Simpsons family go into the future, Homer can be seen floating by a sign, and on that sign says Trump 2024. This episode aired before Trump was ever president. The Simpsons already predicted Trump becoming president once.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump,
which has led many to say they may be correct again. An even wilder Simpsons prediction is virtual reality food. The Simpsons already predicted virtual reality gaming back in 1998. In the episode titled Friends and Family, Homer and Marge can be seen eating virtual fudge through a straw on their VR headsets. You may think this could never happen in real life, but recently this technology has been invented in real life. A company named Aero Banquets RMX has made VR food. It allows you to eat various foods and uses VR to change your taste perception, reframing the human mind and changing how we experience food. This is a very new technology that may take off in years to come. Another scary 2024 prediction is an AI takeover. Many experts have been sounding the alarm about AI taking people's jobs. In recent years, AI taking people's jobs has become a real concern. But The Simpsons predicted this all the way back in 2012, with the episode titled Them Robot. In the episode, Homer loses his job. That's because Mr. Burns replaces all of the power plant's employees with robots. In the episode, Mr. Burns even says humans will train these robots.
You will train them, and they will replace you.
Before the robots go on to take the humans' jobs, which is exactly how AI works in real life. Robots are already working as waiters in Japan. It's also believed that taxi drivers will soon be replaced by self-driving cars, and ChatGPT will replace jobs, for example, coders, paralegals, financial advisors, stock traders, graphic designers, accountants, copywriters, proofreaders, and even translators. And of course, all of ChatGPT's training was done by humans, much like what happens in the episode. The Simpsons also predict that in 2024, AI will go rogue. You might think this sounds far-fetched, but a Google AI engineer recently lost his job. This was for exposing that Google's AI had become sentient.
We are rapidly approaching a point where we will have systems that can meaningfully imitate humans to the point where we won't be able to tell.
Meaning that it could learn from itself and also feel things. The employee, Blake Lemoine, is highly respected in the ASC. He was exposing this infection. But The Simpsons actually did this in 1994. In the episode Itchy and Scratchy Land, The Simpsons go to a theme park run by as the episode going would have laughed it off. Today, many ask what will happen if AI decides humans are in its way. But an even scarier Simpsons prediction might be that of World War III. Recently, the world has come closer to World War III than ever before, with conflicts breaking out all over the world, including the Russia-Ukraine war and the Israel-Palestine war, not to mention the heightened tensions between the USA and China. According to former CIA spy Andrew Bustamante, World War III is on the horizon in 2024.
I would argue that we're already in the beginning phases of World War III.
But some say The Simpsons warned us about this all the way back in 1987. That was when the season 2 episode titled World War III was broadcast. In the episode, Homer is paranoid that World War III is commencing, saying that major world powers are planning to nuke each other.
Wake up, everybody! It's World War III! Quick, down to the fallout shelter. The bombs are dropping.
Many worry that with all the wars breaking out around the world, this could come true in 2024. When the episode aired back in 1987, the Cold War was going on. Of course, in 1991, the Cold War was won by the USA. But recently, many are saying that we're now entering into a second Cold War, with tensions between the USA and Russia at an all-time high. An even more likely 2024 Simpsons prediction is colonizing Mars. The resemblance to real-life events here is insane. In the 2015 episode titled Friend with Benefit, the government starts looking for volunteers to move to Mars. The episode ends with a glimpse into the year 2051, which shows the Simpsons family living on Mars. A few years after this episode aired, Elon Musk revealed his plans to colonize Mars. But here's where things
They put it right in front of your face, man. You know, and it's the Lord, you know, that's has all right. The you know, pretty much the Lord is the puppet master of these elites. You know, matter of fact, I get there real quick for you, brother. What's that? Proverbs 21. Because it's all the will
So
of the World War III.
This is the elites, man. This devil, this is his prophesying on the left hand side, like you say, putting it dead in your face and telling you what it's gonna be in the future on their end.
Yep. This is a quick one. Proverbs, you break it down, bro. Proverbs 21:1. It said, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will."
That's right, man. Because the scriptures go to everything was created for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everything is to do what he wants to do with it, man. Everything is for his purpose, okay, to accomplish whatever he wants to be done. And this devil is the Lord's primary left-handed puppet to deceive people, okay, and to manipulate people and pretty much get people programmed to go ahead and take this charagma, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's using, you got it, bro.
I'm just saying that's the end game. Like, that's what all roads lead to. You know, World War III is to get people, you know, in fear. All right, to take the charagma. Famine, you know, is to have leverage over people to take the charagma. You know, the violence, you know, the civil unrest. All of it is to, all right, have leverage on the masses to take the charagma, man. You know, just like you going into. And I got a couple more whenever you finish your point, bro.
Oh, that was it, bro.
This Proverbs 19:21, and it says, "There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand."
You can break it down, bro.
Yeah, so these devils, you know, they got all these agendas and they're doing all these psyops, and you know, they pride themselves in playing both sides. You know, they got their hands in Russia, they got their hands in China, they got their hands in America, and you know, they control, you know, global economics, and you know, we're seeing the deconstruction of the Western Empire, you know, of America, you know, and EU nations, and they want to set up shop in the East with the Greater Israel Project, and they got all this shit going on, but as the scriptures say, the heathen is imagining the vain thing. It's going to be what the Lord wants. That's going to stand. All right. And ultimately, the Lord is finna remove Esau from power and put all these heathens in captivity, man. Okay. Beginning with Esau and establish a righteous empire, all right, under Yahweh Shah. And we're fighting to be a part, okay, of their righteous world order that's promised in the scriptures, man. At the end of all this, man.
Come.
I got one more for you, bro. It's Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. And going to what you're saying, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yeah. Because it's multiple reasons why we at this point, man. Because the main reason the Lord is showing His power, man. Okay, and as a nation, we went off worshiping false idols. Following the ways of the heathen. So therefore, we're also in a state of being punished. Okay, for our wrongdoings, our being hard-headed, stiff-necked. But all the same is yet and still this prophecy that's being fulfilled, leading up to particular points, and we're leading up to the latter end. Because we have gotten to the point now where the Lord has called us into this truth. He has awakened us, okay? He had brought forth back our remembrance. We know who we are as a people now, okay? We know, that what we did, and we're remorseful, and we repented from that to the best of our ability. And with all this being done, it's also the Lord stirring up the mind of Esau, Edom, because they're seeing this, okay? They're seeing a multitude of men come to the name of Yahweh Shem outside, preaching and teaching the gospel and preaching and teaching the downfall of their kingdom, man. So they are using all their tools, all their scientific advances to be able to bring forth their NWO. Okay, that's why he's gonna come down with that great wrath. Okay, because Scripture says, because he know he has but a short time. Okay, so he's finna pull all his tricks out the box, man. Because ultimately he wanted to get the birthright back, which was never his. Okay, but he's finna do any and everything to be able to accomplish his agenda, man. He's like a dog with his back against the wall now. And if you know anything about a dog, regardless how scared that dog is, if you get him cornered, man, he's gonna do whatever to get up out of there. And that's what this devil is about to do.
I want to bring up a list real quick because they were talking about the AI. So I'm just looking at, pull something up real quick, just a quick search. And it goes into the different industries that they think AI gonna begin replacing first, and it all lines up with prophecy, man. It says so you got number one, you got management consultants and business analysis, financial managers and directors, accountants, psychologists, purchasing managers, actuary, economics and statisticians, business and final project managers, finance and investment analysis and advisors, legal professionals, business and and then so now how Jake, he gotta get that public defender. Your public defender gonna be AI, They're gonna
Man, that is crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the courtroom, they're gonna turn on the Bluetooth on your ass. It's gonna be Alexis, all right, defending your dumb ass in court, man.
Right. That's crazy as hell, man.
It says number 10 says business and related associate professionals, credit controllers, solicitors, civil engineers, education advisors, and school inspectors. Okay, so they're gonna be AI, gonna be the new teachers and professors. Okay, because the school already teaching you Satanism and anti-Messiah doctrine. Okay, it's already teaching you to be a robot and a zombie, so you might well let the robots do it, man. Okay,
yep.
Human resource administrators, and now when you call, it's hard to get a human on the phone, man. When you call and have a problem or something, with these companies, man. This is business research and admins, financial account manager, bookkeepers, payroll managers, national government administrations, and marketing professionals, you know. So, man. So when you go into prophecy, now you got it, bro. I'm just gonna put a precept, but you got it.
No, you good. I'm just saying. But when you finish your point, bro, if you would bring out Isaiah 29:16.
Isaiah 29:16.
Con.
Okay, I'll get that real quick. Then I'm gonna get this one precept real quick. All right, this is the book of Zechariah. All right, chapter 8, verse 10. It says, "For before these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beasts, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, every one against his neighbor." You know, so it's all just a recipe, all right, to fulfill prophecy, man. AI taking jobs, the economy crashing, you know, the EMP, you know, it's all going to be a recipe for civil unrest. Okay, people, all right, you know, at war with each other, you know, shit hitting the fan, and these careers that, you know, people cherish and love so much, pretty soon they're not even going to exist, man. Esau gonna snatch the rug, okay, from you people and your American dreams, man. You know, you're gonna be out of there. All right. But I'll get that Isaiah for you. It's the book of Isaiah. Hold on. Here we go. Let me. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 16. It says, "Surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say to him that framed it, all right, he have no understanding."
Right, man. So they Esau is acting like when Yahweh created everything, like he didn't have it all together. You know, like he didn't know what he was doing apparently, because now they have gone from, you know what I'm saying, manipulating people, letting them be trainees and doing sex changes and everything. And now he's to the point, it's going to be the age of AI where he's putting artificial intelligence to have dominion over the Lord's creations, which are people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's turning everything upside down. Like you're saying, you named out all these different credentials or positions that's going to be run by AI, man. So people have to ask themselves, what is going to be their purpose? Okay, you got self-driving cars, you got coffee shops that got different machineries making beverages and everything. Even in the old days when it started out, you know, you had people doing just, you know, just straight up hand hard work. Then you start getting conveyor belts. Then you start getting like machines that maybe strapping boxes down, and it's going to continuing on to manifest into the point now. You're gonna have a brain chip to control your body, which is a form of artificial intelligence, man. You know what I'm saying? So this man had turned everything so far upside down that the human race is on the verge of non-existence if it's left up to him.
No flesh shall make it.
No flesh shall make it, man. That's why the Lord has to, like he said, he gonna shorten the days.
Mm-hmm. I'll get that real quick. I got something else for you too, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, this is let me go back to it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. And it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
Connie, that's gonna happen on every scale, man. It's gonna happen from your local neighborhood Egyptians, okay, Edomites on the lower level, and it's gonna happen all the way up to the tippy top, because you know everybody wants to be the next power. Okay, everybody struggling and scrapping, thinking they're gonna have the next position of power when it comes being the global dominant. But their lack of understanding it's not gonna happen because this is the latter end of rulership for the heathen, man. And you know that's pointed out when you go in the book of Daniel, 2nd chapter, when Daniel broke down the scriptures, man, or interpreted the dream. Okay, we're at the last end, man. That foot, that iron and martyr clay, man. So the only person who's gonna be in power next is Yahweh Shai, and start with Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, and the rest of the governing body, the elect, man. And that's the eternal rulership. That's gonna be an eternal kingdom.
And we see, and so like when you go into the Bible, how the Bible is speaking everything into existence. All right. You're seeing, we can talk about, like we just brought out Isaiah 19:2, but then you can go to YouTube, and just find a video, that's concerning prophecy, man, because, you go into, all right, America's, the tensions between, current America, man, and all you see is, videos going into civil war. Let me just share it real quick, because say we reading these things in the Bible, but then it's brewing up in real time, and
That's right.
a spiritual man, okay, will see these things, okay, and move accordingly, man, okay. So
That's right.
you just see all these, everything is lead, the Texas border, and there's all these videos going into, all right, civil war. Let's see what this, and this was a year ago. Got Bill Maher. All right. Let's see what it say. It might say something. But I'm gonna get some precepts. You had a point to play. I'm just gonna play, see what it say.
No, you good, bro. You good.
All right.
I want to thank Snap Sports. Without this,
Look at this nigga.
appreciate you guys very much.
You can sell that out there.
Yeah. And
Mix with the people who are not in your tribe. Like if you wore a Trump MAGA hat in Beverly Hills, they'd ticket you or something. I mean, that's a sad state of affairs. A country.
Yes. Do you think? I mean, we're surely not talking about a second civil war, but there's such a polarization.
There's much talk about it. There's much talk about it, and there's lots of people rooting for it. There's many people who think that we are so divided, and they hate the other side. The term that both sides use, one against the other, but they have this in common, is existential threat.
Yes.
The other side is, they're not just somebody I disagree with. It's just not the distinguished gentleman from across the aisle. No. It's existential threat, hates America.
Yeah.
And that's a bit,
But there couldn't really be. I mean, in the first Civil War in America, it was between states. And so each state picked a side, and each state had its own militia.
And also there was a border between one side and the other.
Yes.
So if you captured the other sides,
yes. But in America now, the armed forces are federal.
Yes.
And so
well,
you couldn't imagine having a civil war.
You could. You absolutely could imagine that part of it. The part that you can't imagine is the part you were just alluding to. In our first Civil War, it was the northern states and then the southern states. So, there were forays of each army into the other's territory. But we got it. If they captured Washington, they'd win the war. And if we captured the southern capital, we would. We're all marbled together now. There's 4 million Trump voters in California, the bluest state in the country. So we can't have a battle there. But could you have a battle, as many countries have, within the armed forces? Absolutely, you could. You could have factions. Trump has factions also in police, FBI. Yes.
I never know how that works, because would they obey their officers, or would they each?
Well, that's what you find out when the shit hits the fan. And we've seen it play out in many other countries. Some colonel takes over.
Yes.
That kind of shit, where it's a colonel now.
Yeah.
everything that they say can't happen here, of course it can. They used to say terrorism couldn't happen here, and then that happened big time here. You know, and we're not exempt. You know, we're Americans. They think their shit don't stink, and they think that they somehow live in this gilded cage where the stuff that other countries endure, well, no, we'll endure it too, and that could include authoritarianism. And I don't know, you know.
Well, I wish the Russian army would turn on. I mean, I wish they'd mutiny and turn on Putin. That would be.
That could very well happen.
I wish it would.
Because the Russian army.
Yeah, man. And he said some things, man. I want to get this. I'm gonna go into some because I want to go into that word because he said fascist, you know, and we're gonna show you that that's in the scriptures, man. But I'm gonna read this and you can break it down. Then I'm gonna get a few out the blue letter. This is Proverbs 22:3. It say, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished."
Right, because you know, a prudent man, he is humble, okay, and he's paying attention and he's taking heed. Okay, he's not trying to be prideful or rebellious. He's being wise, he's applying wisdom. Okay. But those who don't apply wisdom, they don't, you know what I'm saying, want to hearken, they don't want to listen, they just want to act as if, you know, nothing. Okay, just it is what it is. They're gonna get caught up and they're gonna be destroyed in some kind of shape, form, or fashion, man, because the lack of wisdom and not applying knowledge. Okay. You know, a fool, you know what I'm saying? A fool is just gonna take a chance at anything, you know, because the flesh is leading their path, man. The flesh is directing their steps. Okay, but a prudent man is gonna be spiritual, okay, and use discernment, okay, and that's gonna preserve his life.
Gone. And then you heard because you see the guy on the right, he was trying to be optimistic. You know, he said, "Well, I'm not saying the second Civil War." And Bill Maher, like, that's exactly what I'm saying. This shit.
Yeah.
This shit is exactly.
It's inevitable, man.
Yeah, because you got these Edomites that, you know, you got people in general, you know, that try to be optimistic as if, you know, these things ain't going on. But nah, man, we here. Like, and he said the last Civil War was divided, you know, between states, but now it's ideologies, man. You know, these people are divided by what they believe in, whether it's the left or right, or, you know, whatever you want to believe in. Now, you know, that's okay. The division that we see amongst, all right, the people, man.
Right.
Egyptian versus
That's
Egyptian.
why.
You got it.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, "Think not I came to bring peace, but division, man."
Yep.
The Lord is stirring up the minds of these people, man, on every level, and that's gonna bring forth, like say, the Egyptian against Egyptian,
nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. I want to get this real quick. It's the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And I want to get real quick that word divided, because he went into, you know, different factions, you know, and let's see. You know, you get this word divided in the Greek, and it's
Strong's G 3307, Merizo.
All right, and it said to divide, to separate into parts. Okay, that's why you have the pro-Jews, the anti-Jews, the pro-mask, the anti-mask, pro-abortion, anti-abortion, pro-Trump, anti-Trump. You know, is you know, pro-pride, anti-pride. You know, there's nothing but a bunch of parts. You know, everyone is divided on something, man. You know, when it comes to you know, these Americans, man. And it says to divide into parties, i.e., to be split into factions, man. And you go into factions real quick. Let me see. Let me look it up. And I'll pull it up real quick. So you go into a faction. All right. Now it says a faction. It says a small, organized, dissenting group within a larger one, especially in politics. Okay, you got cliques. You know, some of the similar words are cliques. You know, groups. You know, a camp. You know, they got a camp on there. Yeah, they got a branch. You know, section. All right. Then it says a state. All right, of conflict within the organization. All right, dissension, infighting. Okay, dispute, discord, strife. All right, and this is what we're seeing. You know, there's major strife. All right, when it comes to, you know, politics, when it comes to religion, when it comes to, you know, the future of America going forward, you know, it's just a bunch of divide. And eventually, you know, when resources start getting scarce, you're gonna see it get extremely violent because people are already on edge, man. You know, the love of many, all right, waxing cold, you know.
Yeah.
I think I had oh yeah, I want to get one more and then that'd be all I had because he said that America, you know, is just living in this bubble as if nothing can happen here, man. All right, but the scripture said that America would be, you know, in their mindset. All right, this is Isaiah 47:7, and it says, and you break it down. This Isaiah 47:7 says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it."
Right. You know, Esau really thought that the Lord was dealing with him on a level where his kingdom was gonna continue forever. Cause what was Esau's grandson name? I think it was a grandson. He told his two wives that he had pretty much slaved Tubal. No, what's his name? Lamech.
Yeah.
Right. You know, talking about he had killed two men pretty much. So if you know what I'm saying, if Cain was protected tenfold, like, you know, how much more him? You know, so he really thought that, you know, the Lord was really dealing with him, man. But at the end of the day, that was just pretty much a trick bag, man. Because we know that the Lord chose the nation of Israel, starting with his elect. All right. Can you read the when he go to that latter end, man? You know, the Lord told us, man, that Esau is the beginning, and Jacob is him that at the end that follow with roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning that follows.
Yes, a lot. Right. So that's the prophecy right there. That the latter end, this man is gonna go down, and the nation of Israel is gonna be put back in their rightful place, man, by way of Yahushua coming back and setting up righteousness, man. Okay, destroying this place, throwing it down, taking the heads of these kings, man, and sitting on the throne of David. So him thinking he gonna be a lady forever, you know what I'm saying? Nobody deals with a whore forever, man. Eventually they do away with it.
Yeah, that thing wore out, you know, high mileage. You know.
Yeah.
But whore, it got some miles on them, man. It don't hit like it used to, man. You know.
No.
This is Isaiah 47:8 said, "Therefore hear now this that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children."
That's why when you go on the book of Obadiah, man, it goes into how the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. You know, this man really think he, you know what I'm saying, he's got it together, man. He really think he's gonna accomplish all his objectives, man. Everything that he want to do, he think he's gonna do it. But see, the Lord has already set a ceiling, okay, a bound that he can't go beyond, man. So just as his belly is starting to feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's getting that satisfaction, the Lord is gonna cut him off, man, by the knees, all right? And he's gonna go into captivity for 1,000 years. And this council, okay, is utterly gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, the father, the uncle, the son, as written, they're gonna be done away with because the family comes from the seed of the man. So the Lord is gonna root up this nation as a whole, where they're gonna be utterly destroyed, man. Okay, you got what is it, 18 nations? It's gonna be -1. Because Esau is gonna be utterly destroyed, man.
And this is the last one I got, bro. Verse 9, it says, but these, all right, two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, man. So what we're seeing is the build up, okay, to America, you know, experiencing the worst time ever since the earth was made. Like the worst time ever, man. That's gonna be mainly here in America. The whole earth gonna be catching hell, but America gonna get it the worst because America has been the source of wickedness in the earth. Okay, this place has had the most wicked influence on humanity ever, man. So the Lord is finna bring some hard times to America, man. It's gonna be a lot of famine. It's gonna be a lot of death. It's gonna be a lot of violence. It's gonna be a lot of pestilence, and ultimately, the Lord is going to finish this place off, and because He go into perfection, He goes into complete. So the Lord is going to perfect the judgment, okay, with those missiles, man. Okay, for the abundance of the enchantments, man, that wicked influence that America has had, man. You know, so all these things, you know, that's why we can read these precepts, and then you can go directly into YouTube and pull up a video speaking on, all right, the precept, letting you know that this thing is speaking, man. You know, but that's all I had, bro. You had anything else?
No, bro, that's it, brother.
Okay, well, with that, you know, we pray, all right, that you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified once again. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.